Hi, everyone. It's Erin of the Starters Club, and welcome to this week's update of unemployment versus entrepreneurship. So, what a week! I apologize if this goes to 1,000 minutes because it was just a really incredible week. So, I started the week off on a low note. I finished my launch, didn't get the results I had hoped for, and had a complete horrible pity party. Just be so grateful you were not invited because it was not fun. I really just had the doubts, and the thing is, this is completely entrepreneurship 101. I do fine with the people that know me, but it's the people who, are learning to trust me and get to know me that, they're just not jumping on the bandwagon and handing me money. So it, it's just one of those things. Like, it's obviously entrepreneurship 101. I need to look at my business model, rethink things, and keep going. And you have that moment like, am I horrible? Am I doing the wrong thing? Should I just quit and give up? And, this is why having a why is so important, because you need that foundation to get you through the bad. You need something bigger than you pushing you to that other side, because if you just wanted to be in business to make money or be famous or whatever, uh, you'll go back to the comfort zone, because there's a lot of discomfort going on in entrepreneurship. So I had that moment where I looked and said, okay, Erin, you can either go back and build IVR systems for people that absolutely hate you when you tell them what you do, or you can persevere and help people start a life that they never dreamed was possible. And it's pretty much a no-brainer of what needs to get done. And the crazy thing is, I realize I'm only out of business for 2.5 months, but I have this overachiever attitude that I feel like I can just barrel through and beat the odds of everyone. So I'm doing fine. I'm such a safe girl that I need to be safer, And so this is just, out of my comfort zone. So out of my comfort zone. And so I learned a lot. I learned more about Facebook ads. I learned more about opt-ins. I learned more about the business perspective. And you just got to, take what you learn and go. So that was the first part of my week. I got over my moment, got better, stood back on my feet, and said, time to go to the next thing. And the next thing was firewalking. So I happened to be invited by a friend. She had done this back in August, told me it was awesome. I'm like, yeah, I think I want to do that. Let me go firewalk. Oh my gosh, it was amazing yesterday. It was truly amazing. I thought it was just going to be a few hours and just go walk on some fire and come home. I didn't really, I didn't process what was happening, I'll be honest with you. And it was this whole day event, and being this whole day. And we talked about goals and setting goals and getting out of your head and all of that stuff. And um, I had we had this board that we had to break. And honestly, the board was what freaked me out the most, because I don't know, in my crazy head, I was like, well, if I walk on fire at 1200 degrees and burn my feet, I can live with that. However, if I break my hand on a board, that I cannot live with. Again, logic not happening in my head, but that's where I was going. So the fire didn't scare me. The board terrified me, terrified me. And I watch people go up and do it. And in my head, I'm like, well, I'm stronger than they are, or whatever. And so I talked myself into it that way. And when I broke that board, everything changed. I became invincible. I was like, I can do this. And there's really nothing that could stop me. And the firewalk, I'm like, as I'm getting ready to go on the firewalk, of course, in my head, I'm like, well, am I going to be the only one who's incapable of telling my feet not to feel this? And I walked on it. Uh, Ice cold fire. That's what I was saying the whole time across, and didn't feel a thing. So it was truly amazing. And it was, I can't explain it. Just to believe that you are truly capable of doing what you put your mind to. Anything. The fact that you can tell your feet to not feel 1200-degree fire is just insane. And it was just a moment for me where I believed everything was possible. And I look, at the start of the week where it wasn't what I had hoped. And it goes back to, September was a crazy month. I mean, I met Oprah, I met Brendan Bouchard, and right at the beginning of October, I got to hear Jack Canfield speak. And he said something that will forever resonate with me, and that his life is magical. And although my life is pretty awesome, I have a lot to be grateful for, and I am magical, even though I probably should be labeling it that, can't quite get there. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to stop until I get there. When I can have the life that I dreamed of, the rescue that I dream of, and being able to save Rotties and making that, a life, and helping people start lives and businesses and teaching them the things that I know that I've been able to do, is just, that's pretty damn magical. And so I'm not stopping till I get there. So that was, just the surrounding of great people. I actually met a guy yesterday who, his father was a hypnotist. And so he had been introduced to the subconscious mind at a very young age. And he told me that he believes in the power of intentions and about the power of getting what you truly want. And he believed in it so much that he was at a point in his life, guy was probably late 40s, early 50s, where he doesn't even know what to ask for anymore, because he's gotten everything he's asked for. He's gotten everything he could ever want. I'm like, who is at that point in their life? I mean, that's incredible. And it's really, I say this every week, it's about getting out of your head and doing what you want to do. And that's where I'm really starting to believe it's true. I've always had that, but well, you don't know me, or you don't know my circumstances, or you don't know whatever. And it's bull. It's all bull. So incredible. So I'm actually going back to Firewalk in February. It's going to be held here in Dallas. I'm actually going to do the instructor training. I'm going to learn how to teach this. But if you have any interest at all, contact me, either Erin at the Starters Club, find me on Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and I will get you the information. Very happy to share that. It's amazing. This week, I am, everything, you can have intentions all you want, but there's massive action that has to happen. I am like massive action Jackson going on this week. So the Starters Challenge is starting. There's a link there. I want to help anybody who really wants to get a business up by the end of 2014 to do that. So I'm going to do some free training, free calls, just to get your feet on the ground and working. So make sure you get signed up for that. It's going to start tomorrow. Also, I have a new podcast coming out. This is going to be so much fun. It's me and 4 other women entrepreneurs. The podcast is actually not going up, but the Google Hangout that we're going to live record our first episode will be up on Thursday, 5:00 Central. It's called So What Do You Know About Business? Make sure you're on my list for now. I don't have everything set up for the So What Do You Know About Business part yet, but I'll be sending out the details for the Google Hangout. So make sure you're on there so you get all the information. It's going to be so much fun. It's just going to be us breaking down what we learned about business that week. So I guarantee you every week there's going to be something that you walk away from. So definitely join in on that, sit back, have a cocktail with us, and it's going to be awesome. And that's it for this week. Not much happened. I kept it under 100 minutes, so I'm happy about that. But just, take action, believe in yourself, take advantage of opportunities. Like when somebody invites you to a firewalk in Dallas, take advantage of those. Email. I mean, I'm serious, guys. This is like life-changing, game-changing. You can do this, wherever you're at, whatever you're struggling with. It's your own head that you're struggling with. That's it. You can make every excuse. You can tell me whatever it is, that it's whatever. Label it whatever you want. It's your own head. So get out of it. And stop believing the doubts. So it's Erin of the Starters Club. Can't wait for next week. I mean, my life is getting pretty damn close to magical. I will say it's getting there, but we got a ways to go. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, hopefully you're learning something. Hopefully you're believing just a tiny more bit in yourself, and I will see you next week. It's Erin of the Starters Club.